Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Skyrim mod video on PS4, I'm going to be starting a series that I intend to do on occasion called Reshowcased. These are mods that I previously showcased very early on when I first started showcasing mods for Skyrim on this channel, and these are particular mods that I feel like I could do a lot better job now than I did back then, that these mods deserve it, as well as do you, the viewer, to get a proper showcase of these places so that you can really get a feel for them and see if they are something that you would like to add into your playthrough. And I couldn't think of a better place to start than with my absolute favorite modded player home, and was probably one of the very first showcases I did for Skyrim, was one of the first, and that is Dragon's Blood Castle. Before Dragon's Blood Castle, any modded player homes that I did check out were more or less just carbon paste and copy things of something like the Bannered Mare, and with the limited mod space that we had back then, I figured what was the point. But taking a look at Dragon's Blood Castle was the first time I saw a really uniquely done modded player home that was not like anything that I had seen in game up to that point, and it was because of Dragon's Blood Castle I then started looking into other modded player homes, and have found so many absolutely amazing ones through the years, and to this day Dragon's Blood Castle remains my absolute favorite modded player home, and something that I really want to showcase properly for you guys. So with that said, let's go ahead and find how to get this mod and take a grand tour. So to find this mod, bring up the search function with L1 and type in Dragon's Blood to the search bar. You'll find it right here. The name of the mod is Dragon's Blood Castle PS4. It is by the mod author Erviel97. And the mod description in part reads, "Welcome Dragonborn to Dragon's Blood Castle. Located directly behind Pellegrina Farm and the beautiful Whiterun Hold, this massive home boasts several wonderful features including," and I'm not going to read through all of these because we will be taking a look at them in the actual walkthrough, but I do want to point out a couple of things here. One thing to note is if you want to move in your family and your followers, you can have up to 4 children and 4 followers stay in the castle, but you are going to need something like Relocate NPC to move them in there. Also, this does come with a stable with a horse named Rex that you can have, so you don't have to buy a horse, as you will already own him if you want to use him. There is a ghost that is drunk that wanders around the castle. Also, you will need a key to actually access the castle for the first time. I'll show you where that is located in the video. And there is a warning to remove all your items before updating the mod. It's only a precaution, and all the time that I've had this mod, I don't think it's ever been updated, but there is a warning to remove your items before updating it. You will need all 3 DLCs in order to use this mod, so keep that in mind, and the items in the home are not set to respawn, so anything you take from there like food, gold, weapons, etc., they won't respawn. And here is Erviel's contact information. You can find them at either Twitter or Discord. So we're currently standing outside of Dragon's Blood Castle. It's very easy to find this. You can find it on the map by coming right here. It's located right here. It is right in the mountains here, located right in behind Pellegrina Farm, and Whiterun Hold, of course, is right here, so very easy to find it. And as you can see, the castle itself is built into the mountains. We have a section that is up there in the door and all that, so very nice touch, very neat. The stables are located right there. We'll take a look in a second, but the very first time that you install this mod, you'll find that the door here is locked, and there will be a note, which I have in my inventory for you, for the Dovahkiin. So just a sec while I find it. I believe it's this one right here. Yeah. It's just be warning you that this stead is enchanted. That's why the door glows like that. That only those with the blood of the Dova, as well as their company, may be able to cross the threshold, and it welcomes you to the castle. Now, I will say I've had Whiterun guards wandering in from the streets and coming in here on occasion, so I think it's a little lenient with those rules. Anyways, here is Rex. This is the Palomino horse that was mentioned in the mod description. And the key, if you come over here and open this gate to actually gain access to the castle, is located right here in the strong box. Now mine is empty because I already own the key, but the very first time you install it, you'll find it right here. So it's very easy to actually gain access to the castle. Also, one thing I do want to point out with Rex here is that unfortunately there is a tendency for wild like save cats and stuff from down there to come up here and attack Rex. Now, I've never had any issue with Rex being hurt or killed. I do have a follower horse mod. I don't know if it protects him. I think he would be protected, but it is an issue with the animals, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and head on inside. Okay, so this is the grand throne area here. As you can see, the throne room. And it's got this very nice like light effect with these beautiful sakura trees and this magnificent throne right here that your dragonborn can sit at and enjoy the view, as you see here. Have a couple of really nice like flowers right here, as well as a very fantastic statue. Absolutely love these trees. Now, it's windy in here. You'll notice from Skyrim is windy, so I guess there's a draft in the castle. Oh, one thing I want to point out is right here. I originally had a mod that changed the color of the nocturnal robes, and it changed it on the statues, but it caused her to actually face the wall for some reason. So if yours is turned around, it might be because of a mod that you're using. If you come over here, you'll see that we have several areas that you can display trophies, large trophies in this case, which would be perfect for something like, say, this dragon skull right here. So you can create these and store them here. Now be aware, once you create one, I don't believe you can change it to anything else, so make certain that what you're putting there is what you want. But you'll see that we have them in each area here, so you could go with all dragon skulls or, you know, whatever it is that you fancy. Also, you'll see where Lydia is looking, as well as located right here. We have a couple of small bases for smaller trophies that you can have. There's also some fertile soil here, so if you would like to plant some flowers or whatever, make it a little bit more fancy here at your throne. Coming in over this way, we have a very large dining and cooking area. It's kind of the dining hall and kitchen together. Very grand, very nice. We have this table set up right here, as you can see, and it will already be set up for this, like this for you with this food. Now, please keep in mind, as the mod description stated, that if you take any items from here, any food or whatever, it will not respawn. So if you like the way this looks, then I would just suggest leaving it be. There's plenty of food that you can find elsewhere in Skyrim, but just be aware of that it will not respawn the items. If we come over here, perfect. Okay, well, I can introduce you to the drunk ghost that wanders the halls. This is Ben, and if you talk to him,
favorite drinking buddy.
You'll have the option to be able to offer him a drink if you want to. I do believe that's the same voice that we hear in Riverwood, that the guy is always wanting a drink. But in any case, that is Ben, and he apparently gets offended if you don't give him a drink and walks out while you're in the middle of trying to showcase him. Drink on your own time, Ben. Anyways, over here you'll see that we have a oven that Lydia is currently using to prepare some food. So you can cook here, or you can come over here to this very large cooking spit, and you can cook whatever particular items you might have right here. Accessing it here, of course. And doesn't look like I actually have the requirements for any of these ingredients. Oh, one thing I should point out is I'm currently using a mod that changes up my interface. That's why it looks like that. So that's not a part of Dragon's Blood Castle mod, in case you're wondering. If you don't have that particular overhaul mod, your menus will all look just the same. Over here we have various cups and plates that you can take. Again, I just leave them there for decoration. One thing I do want to point out that won't be in your mod is this little mess maker right here. This little fairy fox is part of a different mod, Relocate NPC, because I have a couple of guests living here in the castle that I'll introduce you to if we come across them. But this little guy, every time I turn around, does his best to make a mess in the kitchen and then try to look all innocent about it when it's clear that this is all you're doing. Look at that. In any case, you have a pantry here that you're able to, if you don't have a messy little fox, ghost fox at that, fairy fox, whatever you want to call him, living in your kitchen that you can access. But in any case, we'll come on over here. And let's see, we'll check that out a little bit later. Over this way, these doors, first time you come in here, will actually be closed. They'll look like this, but you can just open them straight up. You don't need a key or anything. And, well, there's one of my guests right there. introduce you to him in just a little bit. Looks like he's going in there. Stay out of the water. At any rate, this is a bookshelf that you can store several of your books. You'll see over on that one I have a bunch of notes stored and stuff that I got out of my inventory at some point. But over here, this is a very nice area. Now, this guy right here is Yo-Yo. He is not a part of the mod. He won't be in your castle. I actually don't know where he came from. He is not from a mod. I have a mod that allows me to cast a spell for Fenrir the Firewolf that looks like this, but I came across him a long time ago out in the wild and took him with me thinking he would be immortal, and he almost died. So I let him loose, and luckily I was able to find him again. It took quite a while to find him, and I actually brought him with me to here to live in the castle. So one of the fairy animals is got him living here in the castle, and that's the reason why he's here, but he won't be included in your mod. What will be included in your mod, though, as you can see, is this right here that Lydia is currently enjoying, and that is this absolutely fantastic like bathing area. I don't know if you'd call this an onsen, what you would call it. Up here you'll see that we have the various standing stones. They're all located there. And got this is just really nice. There's an area that you can take and come over here and relax. I believe it is located, let's see, not steps, but yeah, right here. There's a bench that you can sit at. Of course, I'm in my full armor here, so, but you can sit here and relax. And this is really, I think, like one of the high points of this mod. I just really love this area in general. And Ben will sometimes come in here too, so you may see Ben sitting in here, or if you have a follower like Lydia's enjoying it. If you come over here, you'll see that we have several of the shrines, and they're all conveniently located, so you can activate these if you want a blessing from them, and they're all right here. There is the other set of them over here on this side. So that is very nice and very convenient to have this all together. That way you can activate them at any time you want. Very neat dragon skulls up there again with those glowing lights. And if you come over this way, we have a very beautiful, very spacious master bedroom. Coming over here, you'll see I actually have a mannequin with a duplicate of the armor that I always wear. This is Aragon and Lydia's castle, so I kind of try to have this bedroom themed on their stuff. I have a tapestry up here. But in any case, this is somewhere that you can store your dragon priest masks whenever you obtain them. You can store them here if you would like. So I have a couple here stored, but I don't have them all stored. I don't know what I did with them. In any case, here is Lydia's original armor that you might recognize, as well as a Christmas gift, that crown that I gave her one year at Christmas. You may have seen in the video that I gave her and the kids some Christmas presents. And over here, you'll see we have a very nice and cozy fireplace that you can sit at. As you see, Lydia is in here, so you and your spouse can sit here by the fire, and you'll have several books there that you can take and read. Over here, we have a couple of jewels on the floor, but we have the master bed right here, and very nice touch is this dragon skull that's kind of carved onto the bed here and stuff, and that is a very nice touch for the castle. Also a very nice touch. You can even see the dust particles coming in the window there. But in any case, master bed right here. Sometimes the sword is kind of laying right here. Sometimes it'll be on the bed. I don't know why it does that. Maybe Ben moves it. I don't know. In any case, we have a little furry friend I'll introduce you to in a minute. We have a chest here that you can store items, and this is safe storage. I have an asterisk by the name of the chest from a different mod that shows what chests are safe to use. And I've had these items in here for a long time, and they're still here. Now, one thing I want to show, this pile of gold. You can activate this and take this gold. However, if you do, then it will not respawn. So if you like having the gold in your bedroom like this, just kind of on the floor, then just leave it be, because if you take it, it's not going to respawn, and there are plenty of other ways to get gold in the game. So of course that's up to you, but just warning about that. Remember, no items in here will respawn. Have a couple of books here that you can read, a couple of more items that you see here. Coming over here, you'll have a wardrobe that you can store your clothing in. You may find that there's already some stuff in here, as in this case, and a safe that again is safe for you to be able to use. And just a rule of thumb, whenever using mods though, is to store items at your own risk. I would always suggest, if you're worried about storing stuff in a place like this, to just take and come over here, the strong box for example, store them in a vanilla home. But I've had stuff stored in here like this forever, and they've been safe, with one exception that I'll point out in just a little bit. But just always be careful. If you don't want to lose something, store it in the vanilla space instead. This here is the dog that was mentioned in the mod description. This is Potter, and he's a very beautiful husky dog. Very nice addition. Now, if you talk to Potter, you can ask him to do something. It won't, I think, let you trade with him. I'll try it, but you can ask him, like, if you want to have him come over and stand or something. Otherwise, he will always just be right here. I don't think he really moves around. I'm not going to have him move. Now, you're supposed to have the option to be able to trade some stuff with him, but anytime I select it, it never works, so not exactly certain, and you can't use him as a follower, but that's fine. I just leave him here in the bedroom. But if we come over here, you'll see we have some more planters that you can plant various things. I already have some stuff planted here, but fertile soil that you can use, it's over on this side too. And coming up here, we have a very nice display area. We have some more trophy bases that you can have. Like here, I've already got a dragon skull up here that you can store items. And here, again, we have some more mannequins. This is my Archmage robes that I have stored on this mannequin, as well as I actually have the Staff of Magnus right here anytime I need it. And again, this is a very special item, so I have it stored here, and it's always been safe for me, but this is something that if you're worried about losing it, then store it in the vanilla area. I do trust the castle, though. I've had it for years, so I have my Staff of Magnus stored here along with the sword, and I think it looks really nice here. Likewise, we have a display case. Now, these are normally for weapons, but you can actually store, as you see, I have several amulets that I've placed in here just to be a little bit different. So you can actually store more than what you would think you'd be able to store in here. However, there is one thing that I do want to warn you about if you decide to store items in these instead of weapons, and that is if you come over here. Now, on this side, this would be the side for Lydia. It would be her armor. I have it over there, but it would be here. I have our marriage area right here for when Aragon and Lydia got married. This is their amulets Amara, and originally I had their wedding rings in here too. Because of my Triforce ring, I'm not able to wear it, so I had it stored in here. But what I found was, while the amulet Amara stayed put where I put it, the wedding ring, mine, disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. It fell out of it. It wasn't on the floor, nothing. I actually had to go into QA smoke to pull it back out. So now it's always on my person, even though I can't wear it. And Lydia does wear hers. But don't store like a small item, like a ring or something in here, because it's very possible that you'll just lose it into the void. So that is a warning. Over here we do have a elven dagger, and let's see, that's just tapestry, but got an elven dagger that I got stored there in our display case, where you can see I have a particular statue that I always like stored in. And this mannequin I will use for Lydia when I find the proper armor for her again. We have a weapon rack right there that you can store some items at. And if you come on over here, I don't believe you can actually use these. I think they're just kind of static there. That's really nice right there. We do have an area here with a bookcase that will have several books like you always see in mods that are already there for you to be able to read. As well as right next to it a wardrobe that you'll be able to store items. This one is empty. Sometimes they'll already have items in it and sometimes they won't, so just check out the various ones to see. Reef right here that was already there is decoration, but it's very nice looking. Over here again we have a really nice display area. This here is actually the Ebony Warrior's armor that I took after defeating him. And we have, I don't know if these swords go with him, but this one, I forget who this is, Ulfric I think? Yeah, this is Ulfric's that I took after I beat that bastard. And so, it gives a nice area that you can display, you know, like your victories and stuff, like the mod description states. I think that's Astrid's armor on this one, and a couple of their weapons, and I forget whose that is. But in any case, we have weapon plaques there. You can store that, but gives a really nice display area for your victories, I think. Over here we have like a bowl of gold right here, and again, if you would take this, then it's not going to respawn, so keep that in mind. Fantastic statue, I can never get enough of those. And I see you're coming in here. Our other guest should be in here. There is a little fairy rabbit that you see here. This again is not a part of the mod. This is the same mod of the fox that you saw earlier, Relocate NPC. And that's because she has a little rabbit in here named Juliet, but I don't see her right now. Otherwise I'd introduce her, because if I don't, I'll never hear the end of it. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, just wait. Here is the children's area. This is beds for the children to be able to sleep, as well as a place that they can store their items. There is one for each, a couple of more beds over there, and an area that they can practice, have some practice dummies that they can, if they have their like little swords and stuff, they can come over here. A couple of wooden swords on the ground. I don't know you can use this. I'm not getting a prompt. Over here is the other bed, so you can have up to 4 children staying here if you have Relocate NPC. And again, I could have, like, their daughters could be staying here, but I have them in Solitude currently. A couple of items here, but I could use the fairy animals that are in here. But right now, they just host Yo-Yo there and Juliet. Coming over here, we have a bar area. This is an area that, even has a tap. That's a very nice touch. And you can see some items underneath here and some food. Again, remember anything that you take will be permanently gone, so just keep that in mind. But this is really for your followers. As you can see, there's a place they can practice their archery. There is a place here to display some more weapons, but this is where they will sleep. This is the followers' bed. Again, you can have up to 4 followers staying in here. And Ben just kind of wanders around. I don't think he really uses any of this, but we have storage there that you saw. And this right here is a wardrobe, again, that you can store your items in. And this one already has some items in it. I didn't put that there, so... any case, so this will be the area for your followers, and that way they're right near where the children are at, to kind of keep an eye on that they're behaving. Any case, we'll head down here. I don't see, I wonder, she better not be in here. Sometimes Juliet goes down into the water right here. I don't see her though. I don't know where she went. But I'll introduce you guys to her if we come across her. Let's see, next we'll go down here. This is the armory to the basement. Some of you may actually recognize this staircase if you saw the Halloween mod showcase I did for Cyan49's Wandering Runs. This is the staircase I used for the Tales of the Crypt opening because it was perfect winding down like that. But anyways, as we go down it, you'll see we have right here this absolutely massive armory that has a ton of mannequins, and unlike most of the modded player homes I show, since I have had this home for so long, you'll see I actually have some items on them. Very nice touch here. Kind of has like a Dwinmer aesthetic, I would guess you would call it, to it. But in any case, we have several, again, display cases here that you can store various weapons if you would like. And besides them, you also have more places like to plant soil, like you see right here. We also have smaller display cases and weapon racks, so I mean you have a lot of options to really like show off your various weapons and armor. And not including that, as we come around here, taking a look at the mannequins, your mannequins, of course, can hold like a shield or something like you see there. But something that is very nice is, if you look over here, I have like a full armor set here, but above it, I can actually have some weapons displayed up here. So, I mean, it's really got a nice aesthetic to it for you to really have like a grand way to display your various armors and weapons that you have. So, very nice touch, I think, and you see I have a lot of them that are up there. But besides all of this, this is also where you would come to for your crafting stations. There is a room that is located right over here, and this houses all of your crafting needs, as well as gives you several storage options. Also, just like before, the little spirit fox that you're seeing in here is not included in this mod. This is the fox that houses Yo-Yo. He's normally down here, but he goes upstairs to see Juliet or raid the kitchen from time to time. Here's a smelter, as you can see, that you can use, as well as a workbench that Lydia is currently showcasing for us. Thank you, Lydia. We have a blacksmith forge located right here, and next to our little fox friend we have a grindstone that you can use. Again, the smelter here, but if you come right here, you'll find we have a storage area. This is for ingots, and I do believe that these were already in here. I don't recall putting these in here, but it has been so long, and I don't have the best memory, so I may have. But in any case, you have storage for ingots, and right next to it, ores. And I always do appreciate this when they take the time to make the storage look like the things that it is storing. Directly underneath, we have a box of leathers. And besides that, you can also go ahead and just store whatever you would want in this chest that's located right here. Then if you come to right here, you'll see that we have a tanning rack. And right next to that is a little dresser that you can store items. I have a couple items already in here. And if you come over to this wall, you'll find a bunch more storage next to these mannequins. Several chests that you can divvy up items how you like. I just have a bunch of items in this chest that were in my inventory that I didn't really need anymore and wanted to get out of there. And again, in my experience, it's been perfectly safe. I've had those items in there for years, but I don't believe they have updated the mod since I downloaded it. Yeah, there's a chest up here too that I have a couple of items in, but again, if you're worried about losing items, just don't store them in a modded home, but perfectly safe in my experience. So besides the mannequin right here, we have a weapon rack, and next to that we do have some more storage area. This is for ingredients, and again, I believe these were already in here when the mod installed, but I can't say for certain. We have a potion storage right here, which is very nice looking. That, you know, it looks like the various bottles that you see in here. And these are some potions here you can go ahead and take if you want. And we have a fish barrel with some storage, a couple of items in there. And next to that, come over this way, and we have a couple of items here you can pick up if you want. But we have an alchemy lab located right here, and next to that we have some more storage. There is a strong box and a satchel. Now the satchel does have the asterisk, the storage box doesn't, but I believe they are both safe. Arcane enchanter that Lydia is currently at, located right here. And then next to that we have a staff enchanter, as well as again more storage. There is a ton of storage in here for you to be able to place, as well as right there, but a ton of storage in here as well as upstairs, so a lot of areas that you're able to store items if you want. And that does it for down here. Let's go ahead and head back upstairs, take a look at the balcony outside. Still haven't seen Juliet around, but she normally don't come down here anyways. Oh, if you've been wondering, that's what I keep passing by that you've been seeing hanging down. So you can access the outside balcony, which is built into the mountain, by coming over to this door located right here. Here is where you'll find the second bath that the mod description was talking about. Again, very nice. I really like the way this looks. Especially really like this touch that they have here with the water coming out of the dragon skull. Very nice. And just like before, your followers can take and interact with this if they want, like Lydia is doing right now, having fun soaking her feet. Might want to take your boots off first, though, Lydia, but in any case. And if you come out this way, they also have an area that they can practice if they want. I guess your family could too. I don't know if they would come out here. There's another one located right here. I only have just a couple of animal guests here. That wolf that you saw earlier, Yo-Yo, and Juliet, which is a rabbit that we still ain't seen. We have a good view of Whiterun there, as well as the surrounding area. And if you really like the view, you can come over here, and there is another chair, another throne that your Dragonborn can sit at. And see Whiterun off there in the distance. And if you're so inclined to, you can even take, there's a book right here that you can read, a book of myths, or myths no more, I should say. But in any case, so really neat that this is built up here into the mountain like this, and really gives you a nice view of the mountain surrounding area. Definitely my favorite part of out here is this right here, though. Lydia trying to figure out how to get to me. And friends, so that is Dragonblood Castle. And real quick, while I finish up the video here, I'm just going to take a quick look around because it's kind of bugging me and see if I can find Juliet. I'm kind of worried because she ought to be, if she's not in here or the bathing area, she should be in the bedroom. That's usually where she hangs out. And I did have an issue a while back with Relocate NPC where the wolf that you saw earlier, Yo-Yo, got somehow erased from the settlement of his fox downstairs, and I have to go all over looking for him again, so I want to make certain that didn't happen with Juliet, although she'll be a lot easier to find as I know where she was at originally. And speaking of the little rascal, there she is, hiding in the corner. Now you know why I said I'd never hear the end of it if she didn't get to make her appearance as well. Juliet talks.
Hi there.
And greets the viewers. That's nice. Nice timing. In any case, she's not a part of the mod. She is a follower that was originally living outside by the bridges, and I brought her in here to live. Rabbits are my favorite animal, so I couldn't resist when I seen that mod. In any case, thank you friends for taking the time to watch the video. If you watched my original showcase and then watched this one, thank you even more. I hope I was able to do this place justice and really give you a good tour of it this time, and what you can expect if you download the mod. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.